Hello, this is Dr. John Spink, and this is an overview of only my real intelligence versus artificial intelligence sections of my introduction to our Business 200 course. And just to give you an overview, I'm an assistant professor in the Department of Supply Chain Management, which is consistently for 13 years now rated as the #1 supply chain program in the US for undergraduate education. And our business college is a top 20 program here in the US, including top-ranked entrepreneurship and MBA programs. This is a course that is required for all business school students. They take it before they start taking any other courses. It's called Business 200 Fundamentals of Business. Throughout, we cover specific areas such as marketing, management, supply chain management, finance, accounting, and others. And at the very beginning, we introduce them to the broad concepts of what they're going to see in their program, as well as just basic concepts to start. So after the introduction to them, I lead off the class with this concept of how a business operates and makes decisions. So we try to go back to the very basics here. We don't just jump into the details and think about making decisions in and of themselves. We think about the big picture. And also something really important here in early 2025 is to talk about real intelligence and artificial intelligence. So this slide that will be next is the way that we try to start the students to think about this in the big picture and realize that there is truly a difference in AI and RI, and they really do need real intelligence. So now we'll get a little bit more into detail. Real intelligence versus artificial intelligence. Now, a common concept in there is the intellect or intelligence itself. So that's something we're really trying to think about. And we can talk about real intelligence versus artificial intelligence or leveraging artificial intelligence. It's really being smart enough to understand how you can use artificial intelligence. You're valuable by being able to think, not just summarize generic common knowledge. And here at the beginning of 2025, we're learning a lot about the value and the challenges of relying on a large language model. And a key with that is that it would grab the common concepts, the common knowledge, the generic common knowledge, and summarize it. That doesn't mean that that's the latest thinking or the thinking that applies to your specific situation. And that's where we need to have the real intelligence to be able to use these tools and then apply them logically. Artificial intelligence self. So what is this? So the ability to look something up or to solve a problem. Now that's pretty straightforward and simple. And the key is that companies aren't hiring you, bosses aren't hiring you to be really good at looking things up. They want to talk to you about things. They want to have you to figure out how you think about these things in relation to other problems. You need to also be aware that strict adherence to artificial intelligence is to accept the response as accurate and applicable. And that absolutely is not the case. It could be, it might be, in some cases it is, in some cases it helps, but in many cases it doesn't. And if you're the one that's being in this situation to make those decisions, you need to have a level of real intelligence to understand when and where to apply artificial intelligence. Which gets us down to the real intelligence. So it's a state of knowing many different concepts you can problem solve in real time in your head or during a conversation. And right there, that's how these problems are solved. We have a lot of case study group projects throughout your business college experience because that's how we work, how we innovate. Text messages back and forth are slow when it comes to having that real creative activity. And we want to get you together in that. And that's where to have all these concepts already in your mind, at least some basic concepts and terms, then you can problem solve in real time. And the ability to consider if the conclusions are accurate and applicable. Well, that's really critical. And that's something we're seeing a lot of where we have a large language model summarize a presentation or a book chapter. And when we read it, it really doesn't, it's not accurate in the recommendation of the specific question that it's addressing. That's a problem. So again, if you're the one that's being asked to think and to provide a recommendation, you're more valuable if you can consider all the bigger concepts, the integrated approach. And really here, the goal and role of your business college experience is to provide a set of general and specific business concepts and terms that are fundamental to everything to methodically help students acquire real intelligence. And that's the key. Even the most basic classes, are going to cover basic terms and concepts. These are not just my concepts or supply chain concepts or business school concepts here. These are general business concepts. They're things you just need to know. So if someone's talking about a term or something, then you know if it's a very specific application or if it's not. So these things will build up and will provide this foundation for you.